Like I told you guys. Yeah, finally he moved here. He was living up here until he died. I wish he was here to welcome me. I really wish he was here. I really wish he was here. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. What am I touch? What am I touch?
Ma property, Mommy, I gave me.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, ebe a kwado beburu aka ya o ji aka debe before. I ji aka debe before. Mana ọ na-eyi ihe eyi. Ejere m achịrịkwana one or two. Abi? Mana mele ke hu ofu aka mara nke nchọrọ. No dey land that make things waste. Thank you. Hi.
Yes, thank you. Happy. She got it.
I don't understand. I don't understand them at all. I like from this color. Mama will fool me herself. My mother didn't know I was coming. This was a surprise visit, right? And so this is not staged. I noticed while editing that my picture is actually the only picture by her bedside. I guess I've spotted the favorite child. Maybe I'm the favorite child. Yeah, the one car. Pictures in maybe see, maybe see. Okay, you can't say na phone. Say you do it. Hey, you have too many clothes, woman. Okay, main camera. Big wardrobe. Oh, blanket, yeah. Can't get with the last. Or before I can with the hey, mama na aqua. You won't go. Oh, can you hear to say by any is go? Hey, that is the hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Nets. It will me see her. Can you see him?
Yes, I remember.
Is you make one again? When you get to see the future picture, need a photo. How is I say in a phone or maybe.
Umbrella.
Let's size. Can hold the size. Go depend. You come umbrella but herself. When I can hold the size. Oh yeah, your umbrella you want to get look on. Okay. I will keep an email, but thank you. Get it here. Can you?
Maya.
Nebu. Ngwani. Strawberries. Yeah, I go to my Lagos. Man, Lagos 1 week. So, pata. So let me just emphasize here. This is me telling my mom she has to come and spend some time with me in Lagos. And why I'm emphasizing on this is that this woman does not like to leave the village. Like, she doesn't like it at all. I don't even know how much I have to explain it. She does not like to leave the village, right? So here, I was basically trying to like enforce it and be like, you have to come and spend the week with me in Lagos. You could hear the tone that I was trying to use because I was like, because I know her. So I was basically, you know what I mean? So I really wanted to emphasize on that. My mother is living where she wants to live. It is hard to get my mother out of the village. Really hard. This is one bike. And there's another bike. Because on okay, I'm motorbike. Okay, the quantum. I can learn. Hey, about the chance to
I'm
that.
not working with.
I said, I'm more clever. Hey, do you want one on the web? So, this is the bike I said. It's been here for more than 10 years. And there is her motorbike. There is her motorbike. Can you bring one old bicycle before?
Old one.
Okay, old bicycle, okay? Oh, yeah, Gina. And this is her old. This is her old bicycle. And old motorbike, you want it?
Old na power.
Okay. My name Bachi. Yeah? This is the way upstairs. This is my father's house. My father's house. I don't know if I can go upstairs or if I should go upstairs. Is this sure? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, this is her old. On out of the other. Even Bogija. Wow.
They're going to do this school, boy, business school.
Right. Oh, wow. Cow. Kapa. Come on, watch it. Oh. This place used to be different. This house is abandoned because my siblings all live in the city. This is my father's. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! This is my father's car. This is my father's car. This is my father's car. I wish he was here. I really wish. I really wish he was here. I miss him so much. I miss him so much, so much. I'm scared because there may be snakes or something because this is my father's car. We used to sit in here. I'm so scared. I go on a neighbor. It is sure. I never got a one go. I'm a moist go see. I never got a one go around. This is my father's car. I'm so scared, to be honest, because nobody comes here. See, this is the house is falling apart. It's basically abandoned. It's basically abandoned. I would have loved to open the door. I would have loved to open the door, but oh Jesus! I'm actually. Oh, no, don't make me pay. I'm gonna pay the door. Moto ya. Hi Jesus. Oh my God. And this hall, this hall, when I was younger was a big deal because this is where they used to do the big meetings because my father was a big man and they used to have all these kind of seats. Yeah, well, China use you can you imagine these seats? I'm just reconfirming. I'm reconfirming with my mom that these are the same chairs that I knew. So he had a lot of chairs like this because this is where they would hold meetings and the elders and stuff like that. He has a big house. A lot of people didn't have big houses then. So he would. So his house was where the parties happened. So they would line up the chairs all the way around on all the walls. You can see those tables will be where they will hold strong meetings. If any man was coming to marry from the family and meetings and stuff. But when my father died, this was where they did. This was where they put his body on a table, whatever, I can't remember. But this was where it was. I don't forget that. And it's just to imagine that this house that was such a big deal then is now, this life is nothing, my people. This life is nothing, to be honest. I'll show you guys where he's buried. In my culture, he has to be buried in front of his house. And this used to be the beautiful, smaller sitting room. It was rugged and it had cushion. Here would have... Oh, okay. Here is just the wooden chairs, this kind of chairs. And this would be the one most people had. This is wooden, but this is soft. So this would have been big deal in those days. But to imagine that these chairs were made so well, that these chairs are still alive. They're still alive. And look, I can't believe this. It's not even broken. It's not shaking. These chairs are definitely more than 30 years old. Wow. They're definitely more than 30 years old. Right? Because I'm in my late 40s. So, and I remember being a child, 8-year-old, 10-year-old. Do you know what I mean? So, they were well made in those days. And this was the living room in those days. Look at that. I'm really trying to show you guys all the smallest things, just to remind you guys that this life is nothing. Absolutely, it's completely shadow of what it used to look like. Nobody comes here. So, and that's that's my father on the wall. That's my father. That is my father. That's the same. That's the same. So, and those are my parents. Sorry, let me make sure you guys can see it. It's just, I'm not going to lie, these things make me numb. That's how I feel. I feel so numb. And that's my mother, that's my father. They were in the same clothing and took pictures. So this used to be a smaller sitting room, well furnished. It was rugged. It was well, whatever. And the visitors used to come in here when he had like few visitors. But when he had like a big meeting and stuff like that, they always did it in that big hall. I'm trying to remember these curtains. I can't remember these curtains. But that man I'm talking about is gone now. That man is gone now. And just to remind you guys, this life is nothing. You know, it's nothing. You know, these ones are as old as, I know these ones are very old. So I have to be careful what doors I open. Like I said, nobody is here anymore. Nobody's really here. So, a house that is abandoned, nobody's coming. I've shared with you guys stories about how my father was such, he cared for his family, he cared for so many people. When we come home for Christmas, he was the richest. He was the richest. There used to be a table where the elders would sit. They would sit on that side. This table is still alive. So honestly, if I was in Nigeria, I would take some of these things, do them up and just retain them. So this table would be where they would hold a big meeting. You know what I mean? The elders would sit behind this table, and these other people would sit. Other people would sit around like this. But this is where the people of the head of the meeting, whatever it's called, they used to sit behind here. This is all. So my father, when we come home for Christmas, we used to cook and feed everybody. That's what you're looking at here. We used to eat and feed everybody. This is a very big, this is a very big iron pot. We had more than that. We definitely had maybe about 4 of them. They would cook rice and stew or soup and fed everyone. Everybody was free to come and eat, I can't believe this table is still here. Oh, it's soft. Excuse me, it's so dusty in here. It's actually very soft. It's breaking up. Oh yeah, see, you can see it's breaking up. But if I lived in Nigeria, I think I would take it. Like, I can see, look at that. It's still solid. It's still very solid. So I could just redo the table and, what's this? I don't know. I think this is for my late sister. I think so. When she died, they brought all her stuff home. This is my mother's old bike before I got her a new one. Actually, this is a community where they actually bike riding and bicycle is their mode of transportation. People don't buy cars because there are a lot of places that cars can't get into. And this is a storage room. Anyways, look. This house, like I said, it has 21 rooms. This is the way upstairs. I remember this stairs. I have so much of my childhood memories about going up the stairs. I don't know. Let me just... Mama, wende binelu. Okay. From day one, my father built his house. He built it with the intention of letting anybody that needed somewhere to stay. So even today, random people still Random people still stay here. So I was asking my mom there, are there people living upstairs? She said yes. So, and this is it. There's one more flight of stairs. Oh wow. People live here. They don't have a house or whatever. They come here to stay. And I remember all of these places. This used to be my favorite. Well, one of my favorites. This is just the balcony. And my big sisters are over there. And this is my father's old house. This is my father's old house before even when he built that house, there were no, when he built that house, there were no houses like that. There were only mud houses around him. So he was blessed to, and was successful, so he built that. And then when he became more successful, he built this one. And if you can look up there, you will see, sorry, let me put this down before I drop it. Oh, shoot. If you look up, you will see that it's a 2-story building. So I'm on the first floor. I'm on the first floor now. And that's the next floor, sorry. So I'm on the first floor now. This is the first floor. And if you look, you can see there's another floor up. Or you can see there's another floor up. The last time I saw my dad there on that balcony. And he waved. And I didn't know that was the last time I was ever going to see him. Right there. And he waved to me. You know? You guys will not understand what this place means to me. This is my home. It's the land of my ancestors, and like I'll show you guys. That's my uncle's house is over there, and that is a house built by his children. But then I've never seen that before, so it's new. And my village, you can see there's always planting. They don't waste land. Okay, here you can walk by, but that is a farm. They always farm. So that is a farm. They farm every year. So it's not in full. It's not the real farming season. I think I already told you guys my 2 big sisters are here in the ground. That's the basic way to say it. They are here in the ground. They are gone. And that used to be our toilets because my father's, you know, oh God. But anyways, it used to be our toilets. Like when this was built, I think it's 2-room and a sitting room or something like that. And eventually, there was the toilet that went with it. When they built this house, it took a while before they tried to put a toilet in the house, but he built it until things became tough. You can see everywhere is green. No matter how much they build, they always make sure there's green and all of that. That is ube, that is a mango tree. I hope you guys can see. Let me zoom in. You see mangoes on the tree. Hope you can see them. That's a mango tree. That's ube, a traditional Igbo pear. That's plantain or maybe banana. But plantain and banana, they look very similar. And then we have the cassavas and all of that. So, yeah. I'll see if I can go to the other corridor and show you guys. I don't know if this is open. This used to be, at a point, my father used to live, he used to live upstairs. But later when he got older, he moved here. I'm so scared to go in. Sorry, guys. Like I told you guys. Yeah, finally he moved here. He was living up here until he died. I wish he was here to welcome me. I really wish he was here. I really wish he was here. He used to, I think that used to be his room. Is that room or this room? Sorry. Is it that it was that room or this room? I can't remember. This was his sitting room. Oh my God. This was his sitting room. Like very, very special guests used to come up here. And that was his sitting room. Oh God. That's my father. That's my father, my eldest sister, and the one after her. But these 3 are gone. These 3, they are gone. These 3 are gone. That's my mom. Those are my 2 big sisters that are gone. These two, they are gone too. That's a picture of my father. That's a picture of my father. father here, my mother. My father and my mother. Those are my parents. My big sister that is gone now, that was when she broke her leg. She was in hospital. I think a car knocked her down. I can't remember what happened, but she broke her leg and she was in hospital. That was there. You know, but she's gone now too. I don't know who does that. This is my father. This one is my father. That's my father as well. And this is us, the whole family. That's me on the right there. That's my father there. I try not to cry around them because I don't want to upset people. So I need to clean my eyes. I have tissue somewhere. I don't want to upset people, but this is how I feel. I'm glad I made this journey. I'm really glad I made this journey. I needed this. Sorry. And these are these chairs as well. They made chairs really good. They really made chairs so good in those days. Imagine how these chairs are more than maybe even 40 years old. And those couch would have been amazing in those days, but they're all gone now. And this one is a photo of my mother, my father. I don't know who the other people are, but that's my mother there signing. And that's my father in the dark colored suit. And then that's the same picture again. My mother on the far left and my father next to her. I already showed you guys this picture, but from a different angle. The same picture. That's my father on the left and my mother next to him. The good old days. That's my oldest sister that's gone now. And if you guys watch the whole of this series, how it started, I talked about them, right? And the next girl by her side that this other person's head is blocking a bit is my second oldest sister, but both of them are gone now. So from the left, the first man on the left there in the dark suit is my father, and then the woman by his side is my mother. Some of these pictures I've actually not seen them before, so I was really excited to see them. So I took pictures of the pictures, right? Yeah, that was what I did. Wow, look at my mother. Wow, like just how young she looked. Wow. That is a picture of their wedding day. So that's them. That's my father second to the left and my mother next to him. You know, well, this life, my people. This woman you're looking at there in this picture, in this wedding picture, is the old woman you're seeing in this video now. Now that's going to be us someday, which is a blessing to even see old age. But just imagine, you know, that's their wedding picture again. Look on the far left, that's my mother. We're all laughing at her like, oh, so you used to wear mini skirts and then you come and be preaching to people. Look at you in the mini skirt. We're all laughing. You're now the one preaching to other people and you used to wear mini skirts. I was like, you, these elderly women, all the things you've done before, you know, you don't let the next generation do it. But by the way, she was actually saying that this pregnancy was actually twin pregnancy, but she lost them. She lost one during delivery and the other one she lost, I think about a few months old. She lost the second one, and that second one, the one that survived delivery, was called Lucky, but Lucky still ended up dying. But I can't remember if they were both boys or girls. I can't remember. Yeah, so my mother had twins that didn't make it. Yeah. That's my father there signing. That's my late sister, my eldest sister. And this, in this picture is me. You can see on the far right in front. That's me there in front. Okay? The little girl in front on the right, the far right. On the left, the first woman you see on the left is my mother. And on the second man you see on the right is my father. That's a picture of my mother. This one on the far left there is my mother. She was pregnant. This is me. This is a picture of me, and that was my first birthday. Yeah, that's me again. That's me on my first birthday. This picture was taken in Lagos. See Crest. Crest existed even back then. That was in the 70s. That's my handsome father. That's him, yeah. That's my father. Akajiako 1. You know, in my place, Akajiako 1 means the richest person in the village. You know, he was Akajiako 1. So that's my mother all the way on the left. And that's my big sister. The first little girl on the left is my eldest sister. And the next one, the next girl, like the second born, right? And both of them are gone. You see the man in glasses behind them. I'll show you guys this man in another video. He's a much older man now. Like, you know, I'll show you guys him later. The last time she came abroad, but she refused to come back. She doesn't want to be abroad at all. That's her when she came abroad. This is, you see the old house that he built first. It was a mud house. You can see the mud. The house was made of mud. Can you see that? It was made of mud. That's the goat house. You see the goat? Now it's a goat house for my mother. This is a well. This is where they get water from. This is the garden. Sorry, the farm. This is the farm. And that is his brother's house. And his brother is gone too. So that is his brother's house. I don't know why the wall, I don't know what happened. And in my place, siblings don't break up. They don't put a wall between their houses. And that's the, hello, good afternoon, madam. So that is his brother's house. And we're never allowed to have we have gates between each other's houses, but siblings don't separate. Siblings don't put, you don't block your way. You don't block your siblings. How do I say? You don't block off. You don't have a wall between you and your siblings. In the olden days, they didn't at all. But now, they do. But now we do, but you cannot close the gate. It's a way to show that we are one. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I never knew this property, so that was built much. One of his sons that lives abroad, I think he lives in Germany or Austria, one of those countries. He built that. And this is my father's first house he built. That was his first house. This is how they make broom. This is what they used to make broom. The scrape of the leaf of the plant. And this is the old house. I think that was before I was born. This is my father's first house he ever built as a man. And it was a big deal in those days. I'm not good at many videos. I'm getting why do every year. In all my videos. That is our. Remember him? You guys remember him in my videos? That is his motorbike, and that's his wife.
Yeah, my darling wife.
Happy Valentine. Happy Valentine. That's it.
One more.
Oh, Gasa. Can my sisters know? Eba. Mama, yeah, boy, never. Eh? I'm a bit of an for man ever. Okay. Informa. I'm not quite you born in this. I'm not a boo one alone. Manikiro Potrapta. Actually, hand over front side, like side by side. And so my eldest sister is there, and the next one is here. So that's life. And my father is over here, and his wife is on the other side. That's my dad there. That's my father here. That's my father. Oh, he's so sad. He's really sad. My father is here. This is where my father is. So because in my culture, you have to put them in front of their own home. You put a man in front of his own home. So this is where my father is. And this is where I was showing you guys his car. His car is... Yeah. His wife.
Second wife.
His wife is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these were toilets. When they don't use them anymore. Yeah, they have. It was a toilet upstairs, okay? Yeah. So it just used to be toilets when we were younger as well. And visitors used to use this because it's in front. There's a toilet and there's a bathroom there. And relatives, I mentioned before, some of my cousins then used to come here, have a shower and go. And there's another gate here. We have two gates. This is one he uses to drive straight into his car park. And that is another gate there. So it's just such, I don't know, oh my God. Just
Everything I got.
you know, it's such a sad thing. You know, the man worked so hard and he achieved a lot.